Today is Monday, August 18th, 2025. It is also Yom Sheni, second day of the week, the 24th day of Av in the year 5785. And on the Islamic calendar, it is the 24th day of Safar, which is the second month in the Islamic calendar. And just started studying the Islamic calendar, and the year is 1447 in the Islamic calendar because it's called the Hajri or something like that. That was the year 622. It was the year that Muhammad came from, he immigrated from Mecca to Medina, and that's when this Islamic era started, according to what I was reading recently. And so it's 1447 years from then. And this Safar month, it's kind of interesting because it has the same number as the Hebrew date. Like, it's the 24th of Safar, and today is the 24th day of Av. The only thing is that because it doesn't have any leap years, at least I don't think it does, it kind of drifts around the calendar. Or maybe its leap year is, I'm not sure how they work leap years, but because the next month after Safar will be Rabi Awal or Rabi Thani, and it's the first spring, but we're actually going into, not the spring right now, we're going, September is like the very late summer and early fall, and it's going into the next season. It's not spring, so I guess it drifted around to the point where we're in a different place right now. But it's interesting to see how they work their calendar. But at any rate, it's an effort to reconcile many different consciousnesses and ideas in one composite calendar. You're dealing with the Hebrew calendar, the Gregorian calendar, and now the Islamic calendar. Two of them are lunar, and one is solar. One is a lunisolar. The Hebrew is both lunar and solar. It's based on the moon, but it has some connection to the sun, which I'm not exactly sure how to explain it right now, but at any rate, I'm still studying it as I go. And it's an effort to understand the Sod HaIbur. It's known in the rabbinic Hebrew, the secret of intercalation. And it's a Daf Yomi calendar. Daf Yomi today is Avodah Zarah, Tractate Avodah Zarah, page 61. And it is a Julian calendar as well, which is 13 days behind the Gregorian calendar. And most of all, and the most important function, is a gematriatic quantum thought calendar, which means that the days that are printed in the boxes are like, I haven't thought of an exact term for it. They're like roots. They're like the basic element. This is like, you can see this like a periodic table of elements, and each number is an element that extends infinitely into any number in that line by adding 40. So let's just say today is August 18th. That would put us on box 33. So box 33 is also 73, it's also 113, it's also 153, it's 193, it's 793, and so forth. And it's, say, it's 233, it's 433, it's 833. It's any number you're adding 40. That's and until 2,033. Same box. And the reason why that's interesting is that I'm thinking that I'm trying to do explanations on both. Today's the 24th day of Av, and we're in box 4. I think something just came up right now because I've been doing this so much, so I'll do that first. 4, now I use a lot of different gematria systems, and when you use, the more gematria systems that you use, the more connections that you can make. So I use, in addition to Hebrew gematria, I'm using English gematria, and I'd like to get into Greek and more languages too. Just any other language with the English letters, like let's say Portuguese or Spanish, do gematrias in all those languages. You really see how everything is one thing. For example, today we're on box 4, right? Because it's Av 24. It's also Safar 24. And it's also, when it gets to August 24th, it's going to be August 24th. This is just the 24th day of any month, as long as you're following the calendar. And so that's why it's a lunar and solar calendar and several other calendars. When the Julian calendar gets there, it's going to be also that. And so what's interesting is as the number 4, spelled F as in Frank, O-U-R, has a numerical value of 60. And why that's significant is that today in Daf Yomi, we're on page 61, which is actually 60 pages into it, because every tractate in Bavli starts on page 2. So there's 60 pages. We're on page number 60. It's page number 61, but it's actually page 60. 60 pages, but it's numbered always one ahead of how many actual pages it is for that reason. So how interesting is it that on the 24th of Safar and of Av, we are on the same thing that the Daf Yomi calendar, how many pages it's there. So which is 60 pages, because it's on page 61 today. So that's fascinating. I come with these all the time, that they line up so perfectly that way. And so that's for the Hebrew calendar. Now, as far as the English calendar, which is August 18th, very interesting. 33, remember the rule of 40 is that you always add 40. So 33 is 73, is 113, is 153, etc. Right? So 33 is 73. But the 18th day of every month is going to be in box 33. But if we said that 33 is 73, it is very interesting that the English gematria of the word 18, if you spell it out, E-I-G-H-T-E-E-N, it equals 73. So 18, which comes in the box 33, equals 73. It's like a crazy, wacky kind of a math, but it really does work. And you add them up. And if you want to see it how it adds up on paper, it can be shown. E equals 5, I equals 9, G equals, based on the formula, the cipher of A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. So if you have some kind of a very reliable mathematical system to interpret language in this way, who knows what results can happen in terms of verifying different truth claims if you could see patterns. That's one of the reasons. So 18, we're in box 33. It's the 18th of every month. Doesn't matter what month it is. Just as long as you get to 18 from here, get to 18, and then it's. But 18 spelled out in English, E-I-G-H-T-E-E-N. If you do like E is the 5th, I is the 9th, G is the 7th, E-G-H is the 8th. If you do that, if you add that up, 18 will equal 73. It's easier to do on a calculator, but you can add it up by hand. I used to add it up by hand, but now I use a gematria calculator. It's much quicker. And so that's really fascinating. 73 equals 18, and 18 is always in 33. 33 equals 73, according to the rule. It's just really a set of rules. And if you follow all the rules and you add more features to it, eventually, it's like the verse says that all streams lead to the ocean. Or something like that. It's in Ecclesiastes, Kohelet. That all the rivers lead to the sea. And that is sort of a metaphor or an illustration of what all these gematria systems, I mean, some people like to do just Hebrew gematria. What about, there's many gematrias within Hebrew gematria. There's Mispar Arachi, the regular, gematria. Then there's Mispar Katan, small number. You can do Mispar Siduri, order number, ordinal Hebrew. You go 1 through 22. And there's many more. There's Adbash, Alban, Achbi. There's mirrors, squares, prime numbers, all kinds of gematrias. But at the end, Manzapach is the final letters. When you're adding those, it's just, I know of at least 18 different ciphers in Hebrew alone. And there's many more, but I use 18. There's Mispar Ne'elam, Mispar Gadol, Mispar Mispari, Mispar Kidmi. There's so many of them. It's like a triangle number, like you add like Aleph, and every letter is the sum of two letters before it. There's Fibonacci, you can do Fibonacci, Hebrew Fibonacci. Anyway, the point is that all the rivers lead to the sea, and that all these systems of gematria eventually will lead to one place. It will lead to something that is universal. And that's the point of this calendar, to subject truth claims, various religious truth claims, in the crucible of mathematics, and let's test the purity of it.